Hey, what's up guys, Tim, I'm here with a brand new video, and we are here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about upgrading your RAM, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So, yeah, so I have this old Dell Vestro A860, and this is an old little laptop right here. It still works, but it's old, and it only has 1 GB of RAM, and today I thought I'd show you guys how to upgrade it to I'm just going to put an extra gigabyte in it. So yeah, let's get to it. So the main part is, guys, is finding the right stick of RAM. So if you look on the back of your computer, and you'll see on this little page right here, you'll find your laptop, whatever the number of your laptop is. If it's an mine is an A860. And you'll be able to find that, and you can just look up Dell A860 RAM, and you can buy one offline, or you can you can just go to your like Staples or something and buy one there. But yeah, you want to make sure you have it right. So this is one stick of, if I can focus that for you right there, guys. There you go. This is one stick of DDR2. It is 1 GB, and yeah, so a gigabyte is 1024 megabytes. So yeah, so we're gonna start by the first thing you need is a screwdriver, and I'm getting my screwdriver. Sorry about that, guys. Right here, here's my screwdriver. So yeah, and we also need your RAM and of course your computer. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing is you're going to need to grab your computer. Flip it upside down, and then you can look for some symbols that would look for the RAM. It has the RAM symbol on it. Mine doesn't, but you can just look for the right flap. You might have multiple flaps. I only have one, and this is what we need to take off right here. But the first thing we're going to start doing, we're just going to take out our battery just for safety, so we don't get our computer damaged. And just take out your battery right here, and you can just go ahead and set this aside. Too. And then once you've done that, you want to make sure all your juice is out of the computer. So you flip it up and around, and go ahead and hit the power button a few times. There you go. So now that all the juice is out of the computer, you can now get started on the actual whatever you call it, the upgrade. So here we go. Alright, so we're just going to open this up right here, these two screws. They should pop, just like that, so you know they've gone out. And they usually won't come out the full way. Some of them don't. And then from here, you just flip this up like this. And as you see right here, we have the RAM right here. So you see there is already a stick of RAM. And one thing I wanted to mention, guys, is before you even before you even buy a stick of RAM, you want to make sure what kind of a computer you have, and how many slots does it have in it. So you can open this up before you buy the RAM, and you see mine has 2 slots in here. So there's one right there, and then one right here. One's empty, so that's what I'm going to be putting in it. But a lot of computers have 1, but generally it's 2, so you guys should be good. And for what operating system you have, if this is a 32-bit system or a 64-bit system. Now, 32-bit can only take 3 GB of RAM, so you want to make sure you don't get like an 8 GB of DDR2 RAM stick. You want to make sure you get in the range. If you have a 64-bit, you can get whatever you want. You should be good with it. And yeah, so now that that's said, let's go ahead and get our RAM stick right here. So what we do, if I can flip this around so you guys have a better view, right here. There you go. So we have our RAM stick, and as you see in here, we have this little notch right here. So we're gonna line this up. If you guys can see, I don't think you guys can, but there's a little notch right in there. So that's where we're gonna put the notch to match it up. We're just gonna put it in there. Make sure it's in there all the way, and then just push down like that. And then give it a little push in toward the port to make sure it's in. And yeah, so now that we've done that, we can get our back on. Right here. So go ahead, screw it in. And then, yeah, so once you've done that, go ahead and put your battery in. There we go, and slide this right here to lock. So that's just for safety right there. I highly recommend doing that. And so now you can just flip this over, and now we're gonna get to the actual like interface. Okay, guys, so you can open up your computer now. The light is on because I plugged it. I plugged it in, and so now we can go ahead and hit the on button. And you see it comes up like this, and it should take a little longer than usual to turn on. That's what happens every time. For when I put a new stick of RAM in. And okay, and then you hear this outrageous beep, annoys me every time. So if you look at the text right here, if I can zoom in on that. Or here, let me just take it off the tripod. There we go. Okay, so it says the amount of system memory has changed. If you did not change your memory, to resolve this issue, try to reseat the memory. Strike F1 key to continue, or hit the F2 key to run the setup utility, and press F5 to run onboard diagnostics. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, put this back on the tripod right here. There we go. So let me just raise this actually so you guys can see. There you go. So what are you going to do now? You're going to go ahead and hit the F2 key, and then it'll come up with this blue screen. And then if you go, if I can focus, there we go. You go down to memory info. You can see here that we now have 2,048 megabytes of RAM installed. So there you go, guys. You guys have done it. You've installed your RAM, and to get back to your Windows or to your whatever you call it, to your whatever OS you're running, you can go ahead and hit the escape key, and then go over to the exit right here, and then hit enter. This might be different for you guys depending on what kind of computer you have, and you can go ahead and hit the start Windows normally, and there you go. So yeah, I'll be right back. So guys, as it's loading up, I just wanted to say that I got that memory RAM from an older computer that I have, and it was the perfect type of RAM, which is pretty. That was a surprise that would happen, but it was great, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys that it did actually work on the computer right over here that I just loaded up. Okay, guys, sorry about the graininess. I know it's a little grainy. It's because my iPod cannot record very well in low light. But you should notice if you go to your start menu and then you right-click on computer. Oh, sorry about that. I just clicked it. Right-click on computer, then go to properties. In here you can see what it is. So you see right here it's 2 gigabytes of RAM in your installed memory. So there you go, guys, you have the RAM installed. Great job, guys. So now another way to check, just to make sure, of course, to see if your system is actually using the RAM, you open up Task Manager, and you can see right here that we have the total as 2,038 megabytes of RAM. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you guys. And yeah, so as always, I'll see you guys later.